What's up, y'all? This is Adventure. I'll with another video, and I'm gonna be doing my top 10 MCs of all times. And this video was inspired by the great Bob 22. Shouts out to him, and check out his channel because he got some good videos. He talk about wrestling and a lot of things. So check him out and subscribe to him. And I think he also inspired me to do another video on where's hip hop these days and where's it going. So I'm gonna be doing that later on this weekend or next weekend. But he's on my top 10 MCs. For number 10, I had to struggle with this one because I kind of grew up listening to them, but I didn't care too much about it. It had to be Bone Thugs-n-Harmony. It's because when they first made their album, they made a hit. They made hits. They made like first of the month. They made Thuggish Bruggish with Easy. They made a lot of songs and they made hits off it. And I felt when Easy had died, I felt like they still had it, but then again it wasn't good when Easy was there. And I also felt like that Crossroads was a big hit, but it wasn't what expected people to be. It relates to a lot of people because I like the song as well. But when they split up and somebody went to jail, that's when I feel like that they were downgrading a little because they made Strength and Loyalty, and then I think a few years later they made the Rebirth album where everybody was back in a group, and I feel like that made a chart and they made them back to what they were back in 90 something. And I feel like now since they're not rapping no more, from what I'm hearing, I feel like they should get together one more time and make a good hit. Go out in style because they'll come up with a good album and it will tell you that way, or just go your separate ways. Number 9, it was a battle between this because I was hoping Little Wayne at number 9. It's because he doesn't impress me with his music no more. But for number 9, I have to say Plies. You know, everybody knows when Plies first came out with his hit, Shawty. It went off the charts with ringtones, with music videos, everything. You name it, it was off the charts with that. And he made a lot of he made hits off his first album. And then he went to his second album, I think the Realist. It was good hits on that, and I feel like that he, I don't think I remember what he said after he had went to jail after his third or fourth album, but his music is not the same than what it was before. Because if you listen to his old albums, it had you pumped up. It's like had you pumped up, and make you want to hit somebody in the mouth. It has you that pumped up. Like my favorite song by him is Money Straight. That song, even though I'm broke, that song right there makes you want to go out and get money. Go do something, get a job. But for him, that's number 9 because I feel like that he's not really doing nothing. He just he just like sitting around, and plus he said he was antisocial towards rappers, so therefore that kind of hurt him a little. But for number 8, I gotta go with T.I. When he first came in, and his first album was Trap Music, that was a hit because he came out with 24s, and then he came out with Urban Legend. Don't know way too many songs on that, and he came out with King, then T.I.P. versus T.I. And that's one of my favorite albums of all time. There's not one song on there that I dislike because I like each and every last song. My favorite song on there is Touchdown by him and Eminem. And I feel like that's now that he's I want the King of the South Ti. I want him to be ruthless. I want him to just get on the album and just spit. That's what I want because I feel like that he'll just get hits. Now what he's doing, he's being Hollywood. Ti, like the great has said about some of these rappers, and that's what I feel like that he's doing. Some of these rappers all to go in Hollywood instead of being them and just making money that way. They want to be the Hollywood person. But for number 7, I was gonna put somebody else that's from this state, but I gotta say Lil Wayne. You know, when he first came out with the block inside and he came out with Bling Bling, I feel like he was in the prime of his career from then to the Carter 3. You know, I'm not impressed with the Carter 4. It's because I think the only reason why I listen to the Carter 4 is because Tech Nine was on there. Because one of my it's the verse that he spit that made me listen to that album, and I just feel like that he don't got that torch no more. He need to just pass it to Drake, because I feel like that he can't spit no more. And he said he gonna make the Carter 5 and then retire, but I just think that the Carter 5 is not gonna make big hits like the first 4 Carters, in my opinion. But for number 6, I got Tech Nine, and the reason why I say Tech Nine is a lot of people they want nothing to do with him because his flow of music, because he's strange, and you know nobody give him a chance, such as Ludacris and Jay-Z. I believe he said it in the song, and he said it on the video on YouTube, and I feel like that he done so much to get where he is now, because he started off in, I think in '97. That's when he started off in the profit in his career, and now that he's where he at now, people want something to do with him, and he just want to stay his own road now because nobody did not want nothing to do with him. So I kind of can relate to that because nobody wants to be around the strange kid or the weird person because of their mindset or their flow, and it's cool because a lot of people can achieve big things without being on the same path as others. He got some good songs. One of my favorite songs by him is um, I would say I know I got a lot of songs, but my favorite one should be KCT and Like I Died. My favorite song. And for number 5, I gotta take it back to DC. I grew up there and grew up on this stuff. I gotta say Wale. I never knew who Wale was until I played Madden 2009 because I heard this album Breakdown and I heard the song and it caught me. And I'm not in my head like who's this, who's this, and somebody said, oh, that's Wale. I said, who's Wale? They said, you don't know who Wale is? I said, nah, he's from DC. I said, for real? So since then I've been listening to his music. He came out with his album called The Gifted. My favorite song in there is a love hate thing. From his other album Ambition, I got like multiple songs and I like Don't Hold Your Applause, Miami Nights, Legendary, No Days Off, DC's or Nothing. Those songs are great songs that I like. Not because of the beats, it's because of the lyrics that he has says. But it's I gotta stay with DC on that one. I had to say Wale because he made good songs. And for number 4, I say Hurricane Chris, and I say this that Hurricane Chris is better than Lil Wayne. It's because he's different than Lil Wayne because he spits and he's smooth. Like he's like a slot receiver in the NFL that's about to make a touchdown. He know how to read the defense and go ahead and make that middle move. You know, He came out with the mixtape, Can It, or album, and it's a good album. My favorite song is Down South. And for number 3, I have to say Tupac. And I say that because he kind of touched everybody's life. He was kind of like a poet when he wrote his music. And when I feel like that when he had passed away, I think a lot of people were upset. But I think there's nobody that can get on Tupac's level. It's because no, there's nobody can be on Tupac's level. And I remember Lil Wayne saying that he don't. It's not Tupac, it's New Pac, and I don't think nobody can be on Tupac's level ever. He's a great artist. He got great hits. And my favorite, I think my third favorite song is "Hit 'Em Up." For number two, I got Cameron, Killer Cam. You know, can't say too much about him because he went on low key after Killer season. He came out with "Oh Boy" back when I was younger. I'd say about 6, 7 years old, if not younger. Then he came out with um, a lot more songs. Like club hitting songs, just like with Hurricane. He started off when he was younger. Like Hurricane Chris started off when he was 17 years old, and he made a lot of hits when he was in that age. And he went low key for a couple years. And I feel like that since Cameron is back now, I feel like that we'll see if you still got the Killer Cam in you. Let's make the songs like you see you punch somebody in the mouth and laugh at their mom when they cry. Make that. But and for number one, I got Biggie. You know, Biggie touched a lot of people when he made his music, and there's not one person on here that can say that he can't be on number one because he basically like the great brother said. He went out and said, if you can do it, if I can do it, you can do it, no matter what the situation is. Because I think he had that mindset. Yes, I'm fat, and yes, I got something wrong with me. You can still go out and do something, and I feel like that relates to me because I'm disabled and I'm still achieving what I want to achieve. You know, I feel like that number one was a tough one for me because I was going to put Eminem at number one and put Biggie as number two. And I thought about this for a long time. But Biggie had to be number one because I feel like I related to one of his songs. I can't remember it right now. But, you know, I'm still going to be a Biggie fan to the end. I remember listening when I was little and didn't even know what I was listening to. I was just in the back of the car dancing. But this is my top 10 MCs of all times. I will be making another one about where is hip hop going, in my opinion. So I'm the franchise. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and give me your top 10 music MCs of all times. Have a good day.